For this segment, you have chosen moon exploration. In this video, I will share with you some of the history of moon exploration and some of the current research that NASA is conducting. Some U.S. history of moon exploration. In 1961, President Kennedy launched a space exploration program called Apollo. From 1964 to 1972, the U.S., along with the Soviet Union, sent many unmanned spacecraft to the moon. Before considering sending humans to explore the moon, astronomers had to first determine the characteristics of the moon. Before we had actually landed unmanned spacecraft on the moon, scientists were still uncertain that the surface of the moon was solid. However, upon discovering that it was solid, in 1969, we sent 3 American astronauts to the moon. Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin were the first to walk on the moon. Armstrong and Aldrin explored the moon for about 2 hours. They collected samples to bring back to Earth and planted an American flag. Since the first landing on the moon, we have continued to do lunar research. Pictured below, you can see 2 astronauts continue their research through collecting samples. Astronomers today have collected nearly 400 kilograms of lunar samples, what we would call moon rocks. For later missions to the moon, astronomers had a moon buggy to get around. This allows them to explore larger areas and collect more samples. Due to the cost of exploration and focus on new projects, moon research slowed down. You could even say we ignored it for a while until recently. In 2003, scientists started to look at the moon again, and most recently, we sent an unmanned rocket back to the moon, carrying sensors that both crash into the surface of the moon and record the dispelled material from the crash. It's during this mission that NASA discovered larger quantities of water than previously thought. This knowledge is sure to turn the focus of the United States back to the moon and may even use the moon as a launch pad base for other planet exploration. If you'd like to return to the intro video at this time, click on the button in the lower right-hand corner.